Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived and returned to what might be the last 999. I don't know, maybe question mark? Anyway, last time Santa was the bad guy. He took a gun and ran off with June, and that's awesome. The room fell silent. June, Clover, and Seven had been left behind. Dots. Clover looked down at her hand and traced with her finger the faint blue veins that crisscrossed them. Dots! Seven shoved his arms into the front of his overalls and scratched his stomach. What was the purpose of this? I guess if everyone had been okay with leaving Seven behind, Santa wouldn't have had to say anything, so. No one spoke. Silence made the air feel thick and oppressive. Dots. Desperate for something, anything to occupy his mind, Junpei walked to the larger of the two 9 doors. He stood in front of it and looked at the red. Engaged. It's red engaged. Dots. He moved to the smaller door. Vacante. It read vacant. Dots. The digital root of the remaining people was 7. Wait, it is? 5 plus 4 plus 7. 16 plus 1. Oh, I fucked the math up on that one. There was no possible way for the door with 9 on it. Junpei touched the surface of the door. June. He thought about June. About Akane Kurashiki. Was she safe? That was all that mattered to him. If she was alive, if she escaped this horrible boat. That was what Junpei prayed for. Seven came up next to him. He pulled off his hat and scratched his head and sighed. So, what do you want to do, Junpei? What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do? Seven has opened his mouth to respond when a noise echoed through the room. Someone was pounding on something vigorously. It wasn't mechanical. It was certainly human. Junpei and Seven looked at one another. What the hell is that? Shh, quiet! Clover motioned to Seven to be quiet. She put one finger to her lips and closed her eyes in concentration. The 3 of them listened, trying to determine where the sound was coming from. Where is it coming from? Me? Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin. You're right! Let's open it! But how? What are those muscles for? For show? You telling me to force it open? Just shut up and try. June and Seven grabbed a hold of the coffin. They tried to get a good grip with that little purchase they could find and pulled all their strength. Damn it! Man, it won't even budge. There was some sort of keypad attached to the coffin. Its purpose would not have been difficult to determine. Their eyes were almost immediately drawn to it. Not another one. Yeah, looks like it. I think we have to put in the right password or it won't open. I think so. The noise wasn't stopping. In fact, it was getting louder. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out, and now. I know that. But how? Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do. They couldn't even tell how many numbers the passcode needed to be. Is there a hint somewhere? Well, let's look for one. We know! Unfortunately, there didn't seem to be anything near the coffin. Clover ran into the pews and Seven minutes or nothing. There's nothing here. I'm making this easy, eh? Someone stop! There's a noise that belonged in that room, Dots! If I sort of fucking if this ends here. What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something. The words blinked. Oh, fuck. Suddenly there's a voice inside just made truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand. What the hell was that voice? That voice was baffled. Huh? What's up? No, hammer, Joey, no, what's up? Joey's voice, the left voice calling me, so all he said was, oh, nothing. You want to do that? Point down, space it. There's small buttons for you from either side of it. Junpei, he pressed the buttons. Right, left, right, left, right, left. That was it. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 8 numbers blinked on and off the bracelet. Junpei checked one last time. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 143-834-21. Huh? Yeah? Hey, what the hell were those numbers? Oh my gosh, are those? Junpei didn't answer. He simply walked straight to the coffin. He knelt down in front of the keypad, running over the numbers in his head so they wouldn't forget. 143-834-421. 143-834-21. With trembling fingers, he punched them in. That was all of them. He punched the E button. There was a moment of complete silence. Lock open. And there was the sound of the coffin, little electric, some of that, but no way? Why? Why are you? Ah! Ah! Hug! Hug! Oh, is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you. Snake! You... Why? Junpei and Seven, is that you? Is there anyone else there as well? Just like Rip Van Winkle. Still, it was very much like Snake to simply cut to the heart of the matter and ask. Jeez. Junpei and Seven shared a wry smile. Clover's eyes were filled with tears. You're back! With a cry of joy, she leapt into Snake's arms. Oh, yay! Gently now. My body's still a little weak. Oh, you're back! Clover looked like nothing so much as a lost child who had finally found her home. She cried and cried and cried. Oh. Her eyes were red and her nose was running. She hiccuped and gasped as if she were about to begin hyperventilating. You're back. You're really here. Her voice was happy but almost desperate, as if she feared he would disappear again if she stopped talking to him. Tear after tremendous tear rolled its way down her face. Her small arms strained as she clutched Snake's body as tightly as she could. Perhaps she had to convince herself he was real. Perhaps she was worried he would be gone the moment she let go. Perhaps she simply didn't know what else to do. Oh, you're back! Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave. Not as though you did! I really thought you were dead! Huh? You jerk! Idiot, idiot, idiot! Clover broke into sobs so great she could no longer talk. It was a touching reunion between brother and sister. Even though Junpei knew they had little time and every minute they waited was a minute they wasted, it felt cruel to pull them apart. Junpei and Seven sat down on one of the pews, waiting for Clover to calm down before explaining to Snake what had transpired. Dots. I mean, now they could just leave, right? I see. I believe I understand things rather well now. Thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought I was dead, correct? He had quickly and neatly summarized the events of several hours. Yeah, Junpei nodded. You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here in this room. Do I have it straight? Yeah, pretty much. Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise. Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you. Hey, don't worry about it. God, Seven's so good. Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but it's still something of a mystery who did all this and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were? You don't know? No, why would I? The guy in the shower room, we don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes. But you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means somebody took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. I need to figure out who that was. I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time. When were you knocked out? When we split up to look for the red. Where did they get you? Do you remember? It was a small room in one of the hallways on Z deck. What happened? The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent. And that means it was... Zero. Looks that way, huh? There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin. I crossed his arms and thought. Excuse me. Why? Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit you? Zero wants revenge. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? Evan had asked me about it while they waited for Clover to finish crying. He had no answer from them, and he still didn't. All I knew is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? His mind was a maelstrom of mysteries, clues, theories, and more mysteries. He could barely think. Dots, and also Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago. The ability to access a morphogenic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, the other is danger. And someone did actually die, a girl. Her name was, There'd been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl died during it. Morphogenic field theory. The two murders. Switching clothes. The Nonary game. And whatever strange thing was happening to Junpei himself. The maelstrom from his head spat out words and ideas that disappeared back into it almost as soon as he grasped them. Dots, but as he struggled through them, Junpei came to realize something. The idea was something to tie them all together. And the point connecting the dots. Zero. He's the ringleader, the person who trapped all 9 of us on the sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered. Dots, dots. Who was Zero? Junpei had the beginnings of a theory. A game theory, if only could test it, or perhaps. At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later, but now it is utmost importance we may escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry! Hey, how are we gonna get out of here? Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door. Why can't they go through? Oh, yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door. Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out. As they sniped back and forth, Junpei glanced at Snake's left hand. He was wearing a bracelet with a 2 on it. Come on, you gotta tell me these things. I assumed you'd figured it out. Yeah, forget it, let's just get going. Evan stomped off towards the number small die 4 door. Clover, Snake, and Junpei followed. Snake quickly laid his hand on the door. 7, asterisk appeared, yes. Junpei and the others followed suit. They laid their hands on the screen panel. Soon 4 asterisks, laid his hand on the red. Alright, you guys ready to go? Yes, yup, dots. Junpei paused for a moment. Not yet. What? Huh? What? Why? What? Before we go in, I'd like to check something. Is one of them Zero? You want to check something, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? Yeah, I want to make sure we can verify just the 4 of us. What do you mean? We don't need... Just do it, alright? But before the door opens... But if the door opens, don't get in yet, okay? Dots, please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here. Okay, look directly into 7's eyes. He's one true Nakama. The older man looked back for a moment, then nodded. Fine. Okay, it worked. Pulled down the lever and the door 9 rocked open, then they waited. 6, 7, 8. Okay, all good. Closed. Dots. Alright, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9. So, we knew that already. It's obvious. Yeah, you're right, it is. Now, what would happen if we had Zero's bracelet? What? Zero's bracelet? Why don't you take it out? Clover? For a moment, Clover looked surprised, but she recovered quickly and stuck her tongue out at Junpei. Yeah. So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime. She reached into one of the pockets of her voluminous jacket and produced a bracelet. Junpei took it from her and turned to 7. This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. 5 plus 4 plus 0 is 9. So the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand. Doki doki, waku waku. Oh, okay. Now the captain's bracelet, and pull the lever, however... The door didn't open. The reds display red error. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us? Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work? No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register. Seven waved his bracelet in front of the scanner panel. Sure enough, a single asterisk appeared on the red. Huh, looks like you're right. So what does that mean? There's only one possibility. That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying? That's right. Then what number is it? Let's find out. Junpei scanned the bracelets with this combination. Let me think here. 7 and Clover. All right. If Cap is 6, then that would be 13. 13, 17, 19. That'd be 1. I think that's 1 off. Let me think here. That's 7, 14, 20. No. 6, 11. No. That 2, 6, 12. That's 12. Shit. Hold on. Oh, wait. This is cheating, but whatever. Okay. 2, 4, 6. 2, 5, 6. 2, 4, 5. Wait, 5 isn't here. Oh, I have Junpei's number wrong. Oh, wait, hold on. 7 plus 6, 13 is 4. Okay. 2, 6, 6, 12, 7, 14, brain work, 14, 20 dough. 7, 12. We want to get to 18, I think, is that it? 7, 4. However, no, that's 1 off. That was 1 off. I knew that. Door didn't open, didn't open then. 7 then, how about? Right, then it's this one. Oh, okay. This one will work. Wait. Wasn't this the same group it was last time? God damn it, I'm stupid. Hey, it opened. The door opened. What does that mean? Well, 7 and Clover seemed rather shaken as they turned to look Junpei for answers. The door slid heavily shut. Junpei raised an eyebrow. Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6. Okay. But doesn't it say 0? This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, well, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out Cap's bracelet is 6, right? Yeah. Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s? Before Junpei could answer, Snake spoke up. There is most likely only 1 person with a 6, but I don't get it. What I don't get it. What about June? Well, this is only an educated guess, but and June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet was flipped. Oh, it's the 9. It's the fucking 9. It's just like what Ace fucking said. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. I mean, she's been the one I've been suspecting, I think, most, but still, fuck. Off and on, but in other words, June's real number is 9? That seems most likely. Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap? Why would you say that? Because if June is 9, the numbers wouldn't match up. Clover grabbed Junpei's notebook and began to write furiously in it. Here, look. Junpei leaned over to look at it. List of all the numbered Jews gone through. I'll show you what I'm writing, okay, Snake? Dots, dots. Door 4. Door 4. 6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 is 22. Da, 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 da. And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went to and with whom. I wrote what all the numbers were. So if we switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. Digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8. Clover, do you notice anything interesting in that list? What do you mean? You're talking about 3, right? No fucking way. Are they partners? 3? Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it? Yes, that's right. What about it? That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question, why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 and Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Holy shit. Santa's real number. 7, would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations? Yeah, sure. 7 took the pen from a confused Clover and began to adjust her calculations. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake? He read out the changes 6 plus 3. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait. Okay, that could still mean she's not in on it. Just that he's 0. Because he would then know if that she was 9. Right? He read out the changes he'd made. When he finished, he looked at Snake. Snake smiled. Thank you. That is exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0. No way! Santa is 0? I can't make myself go back and check the numbers. And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3. They cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order. Santa was still playing by the rules in the nonary game this whole time. Precisely. So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing? I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0. If my hypothesis is correct. Thoughts? Clover bit her lip. She seemed to be having some difficulty believing her brother's explanation. Junpei... What does Junpei feel about this? I don't know. I'm thrown for a fucking loop. I mean, there was a point where I thought Junpei was more likely to be 0 than Santa, so hell if I goddamn know. Maybe we'll find out next time. Maybe we won't. Maybe this has a whole other hour and a whole other route in it. I don't know. We're gonna find out next time one way or the other, because until then, this is gonna have to be, well...